Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you the details of this car, the new Audi Q5 SPORTBACK. You see it greets us with the gorgeous new lights. This is the second generation model. So the Q5 is in its third generation, and then this is the SPORTBACK version, so the second generation model. Let's start here on the front. Audi's new design language, gorgeous design, very robust. I mean, just look at the new single frame grille. So it sits higher compared to the predecessor. Also, we have the black optic package on this model and the S-Line. So I think it suits the car so well. By the name of the color, District Green Metallic. Tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts? Now the lights, LED as standard, but here we have the matrix LEDs with the different lighting signatures. So you can change the lighting signature here, and I will show you that within the infotainment system. Very impressive technology. And at the back we have the digital OLED 2.0 lights. So really impressive. And now I will show you the side profile of the car. 4 meters 71.7 centimeters is the length of the car. Of course, here you can see the lovely sporty coupe silhouette of the car. Here the roof line, that definitely gives a dynamic look, and this is the biggest difference, of course, compared to the standard Q5. The wheels are 20-inch ones in this case, 255/45 R20. That's the dimension of the tires, Continental tires on this one. We have the gloss black wheels, which I really love, and the red brake calipers, optional thing, but not my personal favorite. Tell me in the comments, do you like the red brake calipers? Now we will move on to the rear. Also take a look at the gloss black details that we have with the black optic pack. And now the rear of the car, take a look at this. From this angle, it's so nice. Now again, unlock it. Just take a look at the lighting signature that greets you. And then also this stoplight. How cool is that? The design of the car is so impressive, and the technology that it has. So you see the Q5 lettering, and then Quattro. Here we have the diesel Quattro, a mild hybrid plus, but I will talk about the powertrains a bit later on. So depending actually on the powertrain, you have different design for the exhaust pipes. And here we have the lovely dual exhaust here on the left for the diesel version. Very pronounced rear bumper. You see this gloss black detail here, and then this also sort of like the diffuser. Again, lovely design. I want to hear your thoughts. Now I will unlock the car once again. We will enjoy again the beautiful lighting animation of the digital OLED 2.0 taillights. And now I will show you the trunk space. There we go. Here we are greeted with 515 liters, up to 1,415 liters when you fold the seats. Now, of course, you can put this roller in this position, or you can put it back to where it was for maximum privacy of the things. Here you have the convenient, like the storage compartment, and then 12-volt power supply, net on the left. Then the hook here on the right, you can use this to fold the rear seats. There's also the towing hook. There we go. Let's put it back in its position. And this car has got the air suspension, so you can lower the car so that you can put the things inside easier. So very practical car indeed. Let's put this cover back on, press this to close the tailgate, and we are ready to explore the interior. I want to hear your thoughts. How do you like the exterior design? Take a look at this Q5 SPORTBACK TDI Quattro. Now we will open the door, and here we are greeted with the digital stage. I will explain everything to you in a moment. Let's just take a look at the seats. So the S-Patch, S-Line interior, love the pattern here, and these seats are very comfortable, and yeah, definitely suitable also for long road trips. Lumbar support, and then the adjustments for the seats are here. Upon entering the car, you are greeted with this S badge and illumination. Let me also show you this. So the door panel with the lovely materials. Look at this. This is the panel for the various functions, including the functions for the mirrors and the lights as well. Then lock and unlock, and decent amount of room in the door pocket. It's pretty deep. We are now ready, I think. Let's see it from driver's perspective. All right, here is your view as a driver with the digital stage taking the central place here. So 11.9-inch digital cockpit in front of the driver, 14.5-inch main touchscreen, and the optional passenger screen 10.1-inch one. So really impressive layout here of the dashboard itself. Now let's change the view and let me show you more details. 3-spoke steering wheel with the flat bottom, new Audi logo. The view button is here. You can then change also the things on the left and on the right, and a bit of a different styling here depending on the drive mode. I will show you that as well. Beautiful ambient lights. I'm really impressed with it, and also at the rear as well. Then the main touchscreen as well as the passenger's display. Very cool indeed. And you can then have passenger display off or the standby design. There we go. Now I will go through the details in a moment. Let me just show you this. So the air vents are located below the screen, and start engine button, drive select. So dynamic mode. Now you see a bit of a different layout, comfort, efficiency, and off-road. You can also see here the air suspension. So we have the optional air suspension on the model in our video. So then it changes also here the settings for it, the height. Now the volume knob is here. You can also change the volume here on the button. Hazard lights. And by the way, look at this. How cool is that? USB-C ports, 12-volt power supply, wireless charging pad, and in the middle, the minimalistic gear selector for the automatic transmission, the 7-speed S Tronic. Press this to get the camera views. And then also by pressing this button, you go into the settings. There we go. Press again. So you go into the settings for the driver assistance safety systems. This is the key. Illuminated cup holders that are adjustable, so that's always nice to see. And the illumination here looking gorgeous. One thing that I would personally prefer to be a bit different is this. So the gloss black materials, they will get fingerprints easily and also probably scratches. In my opinion, this would be better in some different material. By the way, this material here, and yeah, definitely feels very nice under the hand. Underneath the armrest, decent amount of room in the central storage area here. And speaking about storage, also huge amount of room in the glove compartment. Now let me show you the infotainment system. So we will start here. You see, you can swipe and then have various things in here. So this clock, and then you can choose the design. That's very nice and cool. The AC controls are here. So you have the climate control menu. Adjust the air blower and then adjust the temperature. So it is on touch, but it's pretty easy to use it. You can also have the auto one. Then you can choose between gentle, medium, intensive. So if you have it on auto, I think it's pretty easy and you don't need to do much in terms of the configurations. Then you also have the comfort assist. So like the shortcuts, then the car will, for example, heat hands or heat feet. And yeah, then also for the rear. So those are the AC controls. AUDI Drive Select. various drive modes are available. This is the navigation, the map view. Let me show you here the Zagreb actually. I want to show you the 3D view of the buildings, which is very, very impressive. Look at this. And stay tuned for the night drive. I think it will be very, very impressive during the night with those 3 screens and the ambient lights. So again, stay tuned for that. You can then here also have the night view for the map. And let's go back. This is like the home screen. And press this. You have pretty much all the things that you need: Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, driver assist. So this car is packed with technology, bunch of driver assist and safety systems, and then you can choose how you want them to work. So really a lot of technology in it. You have the favorites in here. You can also search, but let's go back. Let's go to car, and now displays, lights, servicing and more. You can then adjust here the brightness for the displays and also for the head-up display, which is very useful, by the way. Then lights, we have option to configure interior lighting and exterior. Let's start with the interior lighting. So the beautiful ambient lights, you can change the color. Tell me which one is your favorite. And you see we are also changing the theme here on the screen, and also here of course as well. And then you can also configure it out yourself. So let's say you want, I don't know, red. So now this is in red and this is in purple. Very, very cool indeed. I will put the blue one. I quite like the blue one. And let's go back. Exterior lighting. So this car has got different options of the lighting signatures. So look at this. And I want to hear your thoughts. Which one is your favorite? If you press select, now this is selected, so this is how the illumination will look outside. We had this one turned on when we were out, so now, for example, this is also very cool. So 8 different options are available. And yeah, tell me which one is your favorite. I will keep the second one for now. And those are the exterior lighting settings, and then servicing, more. So a lot of options as you can see here. And you can then store tire pressures here, and can only be measured at 25 kilometers and above, the tire pressures. If we go here, you have the settings for various things, including the sound. And by the way, Bang & Olufsen sound system. Definitely a recommendation if you love to listen to good and loud music. And then the configuration is here. Display, we already covered that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We also have the heated seats here and the heated steering wheel. Steering heating is on. Now it's off. So let's also go here. Various settings also available here. So for example, you can have the interactive lighting and extend ambient lighting to the interactive lighting strip. So if you don't want that, you can turn it off. But if you know me, you know that I'm keeping this on the maximum brightness and keeping it on all the time. I'm a big fan of this. And footwell lighting, and also adjusting the brightness of the interactive lighting. So I think we covered the details of the infotainment system. And then again, here on the left and on the right, you can also have various information, the settings for the lights. Let me also show you the sunroof. There we go. Not much sun today, but it's okay. Have the lights here, and then also the sun visor. Hello there. And for the passenger as well. We are now ready to check out the rear bench. 2,820 millimeters, that is the length of the wheelbase on this model. And now we will check out the situation at the rear bench. Again, the gloss black details and the tinted windows at the rear. And here is the look. Let me immediately jump on board. There we go. And you see the clever design also for the rear of this front seat. Then the storage compartment, USB-C ports, the air vents in the middle. We have the armrest with the cup holders. So that's nice to see. Let me also show you this. So we can move this rear bench depending whether you need more space at the rear or more space for the occupants here in the second row of the seats. And this is the situation for my head. So again, clever design here. I'm 1.87 m, and here for my head, still some room left. So this is how it looks. So yeah, thumb up from me. And also, again, this is the situation with the panoramic sunroof fitted as the optional thing on this car. Now it's time to talk about the powertrain options. There's plenty to choose from. Petrol and diesel engines with mild hybrid plus technology. So you have the petrol front-wheel drive, petrol Quattro, diesel Quattro, and those are the 204 horsepower versions. So the model in our video is the TDI 204 horsepower mild hybrid plus technology Quattro all-wheel drive. And then there's also the diesel with 299 horsepower and Quattro. If you want to go for the plug-in hybrids, there are two options. So the e-hybrid models from 299 horsepower up to 367 horsepower. And the top of the line version is the SQ5, producing 367 horsepower from the 6-cylinder petrol unit with mild hybrid technology. So tell me in the comments what would be your choice of powertrain for the Audi Q5 Sportback. Let us now do another walk around, this time with the lights and indicators turned on. So on the front, you can see the lovely dynamic indicators. Main units are here. And let's take a look from the rear. Again, the dynamic indicators, lovely lighting signature for those taillights. So very, very impressive indeed. Alright guys, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, we are going on a point of view test drive, so plenty of more to come, and see you on the next one. Tell me in the comments, how do you like this car? Thank you for watching, bye bye.